Hi guys, good evening. Very nice to see you again. Thank you for visiting my channel. I have something interesting to share with you today. This is Silva with Connecticut, and part of my channel is dedicated to mindset and the other part to real estate. So today I'm with my mindset hat. Coming out of the gym, I got inspired after I dedicated 4 hours listening to Simon Sinek. Take a look at his presentations on YouTube and Google him. He's amazing. I was so pleased to listen to his speeches today, and some of them triggered something very interesting in my mind. So I read somewhere that once we are on the right track in our personal development and in this moment of our life, if we are on the right track, if we are actually where we would like to be and we kind of coincide with where we would like to be and what we want to become, we begin to live a life of serendipities and synchrodestinies. This is something that I heard from Joe Dispenza, from Deepak Chopra, and many others who talk about this type of experiences that we may have during our lifetime. If we are working towards improvement of our personality, of the quality of our life, of the thoughts that we have, our knowledge, our experiences. So I believe that this is what is happening today, because I have no idea why I decided to listen to Simon Sinek. There was something else that I was looking for online, on the internet, and I came across this interesting topic that he is sharing with us. Things I wish I knew when I was younger. This is what attracted my attention. And I was like, do I really want to know what I wished I knew when I was younger? Do I really want to change and get back to where I was? I mean, I have been so deliberately and dedicatingly, there isn't such a word. I mean, I dedicated this year, 2020, to completely change the way I look at my past and I look at things, because I know that I wasn't happy with my past. And I was trying to leave it in the past, literally, not deal with it though, which is, as we know, a mistake. We need to know what happened in the past and we need to learn how to deal with it. So this is very interesting that today when I came across this headline, Things I Wish I Knew When I Was Younger, it attracted my attention. So apparently I'm still curious to figure out something, to find more about myself, maybe improve something else that I need to deal with. So he was talking about his experiences in Afghanistan, flights that he took. I believe he was explaining something about the Navy SEALs. And all this, all of a sudden, took me on a journey through my own life and my own past. And this is something that I would like to share with you, because I've always been attracted by the life of Navy SEALs, Marinas, by Air Force, by people who are actually powerful and forceful in the way they live their life. They actually put their life in risk and the life of others in risk, but at the same time they're taking care of these people. So yes, they put their life at risk and they put the life of others at risk. However, apparently these risks is very well calculated because they keep pushing and moving forward and going through and taking care of what they're doing and being responsible, which brings us to speak about leadership and being a leader. And he is making a very interesting analogy between the two, and he's explaining that being a leader and being in a position of having leadership is not the same. And this is where I had this epiphany about myself, because I never thought of myself that I can be a leader. However, I was thinking leadership when I was thinking that I cannot be a leader, because I know that I'm a great follower, and therefore I was mixing up the two, so I couldn't figure out exactly the truth about myself. On one hand, I cannot be in a position of having leadership, and at the same time, I can be a great leader when it comes to taking responsibility of the people around me on a lower scheme of events, which let's say I'm talking about my family, for example, or even about myself, because I believe that I can be a very good leader when it comes to lead by example. So what made me get to this revelation? The way he explained the story about being a Navy SEAL. He interviewed a Navy SEAL, and he asked this Navy SEAL to share with him what kind of person you need to be in order to become a Navy SEAL. And the Navy SEAL told him that he can more than likely say what kind of person cannot become a Navy SEAL, which is also interesting and very fascinating. At least it was for me. So he described that this type of leaders who delegate everything that they do, they can never become a Navy SEAL. And before that, actually, he explained that in order to for people to become Navy SEALs, they go through months of body treatment, which is called BUTS, and you can look it up, and it is actually destroying their bodies. And therefore, not that many people can go through it and survive and endure and become Navy SEALs. So that's why Simon was asking this question. The other type of people, like for example, the SEAL was describing the star college athletes. They also cannot become Navy SEAls. They don't have the endurance in them and the strength in them to become Navy SEAls. He's also describing this man with bulging muscles and tattoos all over, the macho man, I would say, that we are used to describe them. They also cannot become Navy SEAls. And he's explaining and he's describing oftentimes skinny, scrawny, shivering in fear men who actually become the Navy SEAls to pull through, to find the strength within. And when they are at the end of their emotional exhaustion, when they cannot do anything more, they seem like they have nothing left to give. They still dig deep inside of them, and they find the way to pull through, to help the person next to them who needs help. This is so powerful. This was something that I cannot stop thinking about. And yes, I find some analogy between what he was describing about these people and myself, because I have found myself in situations like the one I just described. And I know that I can find the strength in me and within me to pull through. And I know that I can be selfless. I know that I can be strong. So this is what made me think further that I, as a matter of fact, don't give myself enough credit for who I am and what I can do and what I can accomplish. And this is one of the reasons that I decided to share this story with you, because I hope that just the way this story triggered experiences that happened to me like 40 years ago in my life, I were able to trigger the thoughts that I had, that they followed. So I was able to discover more about myself and make me actually feel good about myself and look at myself from a different angle and give myself more credit for who I am and what I can and what I deserve. Because we all need support. We all need support, and we don't get this support oftentimes when we need it. And we are actually having this support within us. We just need to look for it and figure it out and find it and put it into works, because it's not only enough for us to read and learn and read and learn and listen. We just have to come at some point to a point where we need to start applying what we have learned and what we have heard. And speaking of strength, this is another serendipity. As a matter of fact, this is a gift to me from a client of mine and a friend of mine, and it says strength and beauty. And she bought it for me online, and she said I couldn't find anything else to send a better message about the person who you are. And I was so surprised. I mean, sometimes people see in us things that we don't see in us. We don't give us enough credit. We don't believe in ourselves. We don't trust ourselves, and we should. We really should. So speaking about all these Air Force experiences and flight experiences, I used to be a flight attendant for 8 years, as a matter of fact, and I have been on flights, cargo flights with Berettas, and we did a blind landing in Vietnam many years ago. So I have had experiences that other people have had not. And oftentimes what I would like to share with you, I have been looking at, this is not to change the topic, but it's actually just coming to where I'm heading. And this is where I started from. So it's kind of, oh my God, I hope you can follow and you can create your own story based on what I'm just describing. I was looking at my first class passengers, and I was trying to figure out what is it that they're doing differently that I'm not, so that they can afford to fly first class and while I'm serving them. So I wasn't envious, I wasn't jealous, I wasn't comparing myself to them. I just was trying to figure it out, and I knew that deep in myself I really wanted one day to be a first class passenger and to pay for my ticket myself. And I did it. All right? I didn't know how it is going to happen. This was my desire like from 40 years ago. And I finally was able to find a way to do it. So this is speaking about being the person who you need to become in order to get the life which you would like to live for yourself and for the people around. I hope you liked my story. I hope I was able to get you thinking into a different direction and look at your past from a different perspective. Give some more value to your experiences and use them to learn from them, not to judge, not to feel sorry for yourself, but to actually get inspired by your own thoughts, by your own past, and take this experience and fly with it. Just give yourself more credit. And I hope you'll share your experiences and your thoughts now with me and put some comments below. And if you like what I do, just give me some hearts, give me some love, and subscribe for my channel, because I really would like to bring more value and to bring more content. I'm doing it because I really enjoy it. I'm learning a lot. People say when you start teaching, this is when you start learning and mastering what you would like to teach. So this is my passion. I love learning more about self-improvement, self-development. That's why I follow all the big thinkers of our century. Simon was also talking about COVID, and he called it a blessing. I also would like to share some kind of similar thought that I have about it, because there are so many things in my life that wouldn't have happened if I had not come through this challenge. Speaking of challenge, I also would like to share another thought with you. Oftentimes, I was really disturbed by the fact that I experience more challenges in my life rather than rewards, and I cannot say I've had a nice and easy life. This is something that was not obviously in the cards for me, let's say it this way. And is it because I was really attracted by challenges? Is this because I actually was attracted by all these hard lives and experiences? Like, for example, my favorite book was King Rat by James Clavell, and I've read it so many times. So perhaps the fact that I am attracted by hardship and challenges, maybe that's why I was actually attracting this more and more in my life. So this is so much more that I am now intrigued and curious to find out. And I would like to open up a discussion so you can share your thoughts about your experiences with me, and I am curious to find out what you think about what I just shared with you. So I would like to wish you lots of success. Use your past in your favor, not put it to work against you. Use it in your favor. There was another video that I have posted. Fall in love with your past again and make it work for you, because then you may be surprised. You may discover things about yourself that you never knew, and this is going to help you grow into the person that you would like to become in order to reach the goals that you have for yourself and live the life that you envision for yourself. So thank you so much for visiting again. Subscribe for my channel. I would really appreciate it. And I will see you in my next video. Much love to you. Thank you.